Hello, good morning. Daddy Chris here from SRTV London. The show is called Wake Up Nigeria, and this is how we do it. It's where we bring you the newspaper reviews of the Nigerian dailies. We just take a look at them and we talk about important issues affecting us as a people. Yes, today will not be left out. We are facing a beautiful time in Nigerian history. To be honest, we are progressing. We're not where we were. It's just that we want to move at a faster speed. And that is what we are asking the government to do. So we're not saying to you, government, we're not moving at all. We're saying there's time to move to the next level. I've had a problem with Nigerian system of what I call administration. That all we have ever done, all our leaders have ever done in the past, right? I'm taking from Goodluck down to Buhari, and now let's take a look at our new president. None of them have moved the goalpost to the greater height. We have the potential. We're the biggest black nation on earth. Our young musicians have done it. Nollywood has done it. Actually, the fashion industry has done it. The only industry failing us is the industry of leadership. We need to solve that problem today. The reason I say this is Nigeria is not only built, or God did not give us only oil. God gave us a lot of minerals, solid minerals. If you go to the Nigerian soil, you'll be surprised the amount of gold we have. You'll be ashamed to say, what are you talking about Gold Coast? That we are actually gold. There's nothing. There is nothing we don't have. That is why the West keep coming. That's why Chinese are on the way. They are there looking for what to take away. But we have not actually taken advantage of it. I want to commend the private sector. In the 21st century, Nigeria do not know. The Nigerian government are saying that they are not supposed to participate in business. Then I'm wondering, what is Egypt Air doing? What is British Airways doing? Ethiopian Airline, Ghana Airline. Yeah, Nigeria is not good. We don't want to take part in business. Business is better run by the private people. So be it. Now we have Peace Air. How can a private person run a national airline? The biggest black nation on earth run by this, it doesn't make sense. Let's come to think of it again. I know there are so many things. Like I said, there's so many important things that the Nigerian government should directly participate and make money. You see my important thing? See, when I was in secondary school, they taught me only one thing that stick with me: international trade. That when your import is higher than your export, your currency will fly. You'll be said to be trading big. You are a rich nation if the amount of things you sell to people is higher than what you consume. Now imagine, if not oil, Nigeria is not selling any other important thing, significant thing to the rest of the world, other than the human resources, which is us being traded as slaves. So the only two things we have, if I say that, I can prove it. Nigerians in diaspora contribute 25% of the Nigerian economy continuously. In fact, must have gone out to 40 now, if not 30 something. We in the diaspora, because I can tell you all the money I earn here, I spend it in Nigeria. That's how much we in the diaspora. So the only two resources Nigerians have is the people they sold as slaves, because we should be at home developing the country. But for some reason, many of us have been pushed out. Those of us that came to study remain here because there's nowhere to return to. Because of one thing, the attitude of very few people. It gets to stop. And it has to stop. And that is why when I come on this show, I take my time always to look at the activities of the governors, of the president, and also that of the local government, and those of us running the sectors. And I ask only one question, sir or madam, what are you doing in your time to grow the Nigerian economy? That has been my question, and it remains so. If you can answer that question, I'm happy yesterday a young boy came on the show and he actually defended Obaseki. Obaseki, in your own conscience, sit down and ask yourself, have you done enough? It's not about what people say, it's about you. You're an investment banker with all this wealth of experience, and you have all these resources coming every month. Sir, you're not making money. It's a shame. Because if you're making money, then you can pay 650,000 naira minimum wage easily without thinking. Because I know you're not a wicked man. The Nigerian government is not wicked, my people. They don't have money to pay these wages. That's why they're going back and forth. If there's enough money in the treasury, Tinubu will say, happily, we raise our minimum wage to 1 million. There's no money. The only reason there's no money is because Tinubu is not producing anything. Other than oil, nothing is giving us money. And until we change from this so-called consumption to production, Peter Obi, God bless you. But you're disappointing me today, Peter. And I'm going to say a little bit about that. Otherwise, we have to move forward. Peter said it. God put it in his mouth. We need to move from consumption to production. But people don't understand that. What is production? Every state in Nigeria should be producing things. Don't give them money. Give them voucher. Let them go and produce something. Yeah, who said they have right to consume our money? The federal, in fact, we're not creating more state until this is changed. Until the state begin productivity, until they start to make their own money, we're not going to give you money anymore. In fact, we shouldn't be giving you money. We should be giving you voucher. You want to do something, we'll buy it for you. Go and produce. And say that thing and make money. The days of blank check is over, my people. So that's what we do here on this show. That's when you see that the police, that's what you're going to hear all the time. But I'm going to say something to Peter Obi. Peter, I said it yesterday. You don't need to be president to be a good leader. You've got the image, you've got the personality, and you've got the knowledge. Sir, lead us. And it doesn't matter that everybody must lead the whole country and begin to play all the politics, begin to drive one big car like the Tinubu, how many cars following them. You don't need that. You're more exposed than that. You need a more organized leadership system, and that's what you can do. Suppose you say, okay, you want to build entrepreneurs in Nigeria. That's the leadership. Peter, you can do it. And you do it so that it becomes productive, it becomes sustainable. If you declare war on the Nigerian education system, that is a start, Peter. You can look at the education sector and begin to change Nigerian education. Not a private owned, a community owned. This is different. If I am going to run a private business and I own my own TV station, it's okay. That's my own. But if I run a TV station for the people, owned by the people, that's a different thing. Even when I'm in government, I can do so. Peter, you can look into the area of the agriculture and say you're going to turn Nigeria to the country that is feeding the rest of the nation. And you're going to use you're going to put people together and they're going to start producing food that we eat in this country and sell. You can do it. You don't need to be in government to do that. And this is exactly what I mean by leadership. And that's what we're going to do. Well, my people are here already. As you know now, we now have Lagos. The fine boy is there. Fine boy from Lagos State. Let's see you. How are you doing, young man?
Good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, London.
Morning, Dave. How is Lagos?
Beautiful, beautiful weather we have in Lagos.
We are competing with you now. You see, I'm glowing because London is glowing. There is beautiful weather in London now, so you can't beat us. Let me quickly add it though. There's one young lady called Favor.
20 degrees in Lagos. 20 degrees in Lagos.
How many degrees?
Amazing. Cool.
We are 28. So I'm going to lie now. You're almost 29 too. So you can't be telling us you are better than
us. Yeah, we are 28 degrees in Lagos.
All right. And here's the girl from the red soil, the heartbeat of the nation. Now they get the red soil.
We are from Center of Excellence.
Yes. There's Center of Excellence, and there is
we are the heartbeat.
You know what we're gonna do next time? We're gonna put a capital today. As we go back, I want us to edit our own editing. In London, I'm gonna say SRTV London, and I'm gonna say the capital city of the world. All right. SRTV Lagos, Center of Excellence. All right. And then we say Edo, the heartbeat of the nation. Let's add that caption to the bottom. We will do that as we move on. All right. That is so that at least we sell something. Let us say something about where we are, because I believe London is the capital city of the world. You know what is good about London? Every nation on earth are here. You know what I found out? When I got to London,
I totally agree.
Yes. You will see that even my village, my community is called Ogara. We have Ogara Union here. Strong. So there is no village that don't have a union in this small city called London. I'm not even talking of the rest of UK. London. You understand? We have that history and we're leading from here. We're trying to change things. I don't know how they managed to do that, but this is who we are. But I think this is where Nigeria should be. Lagos can do that. Edo being the heartbeat of the nation. The people from the red soil, they can do that. But are we doing that in Nigeria? Let's ask a question. I've tried to look at this issue concerning me, and I keep saying it, and I know anytime you guys come my show, you're getting bored of this old man. You're already talking about these people who are leading us and what they are not doing and what they are not doing. My yardstick or my barometer for measuring good leadership is one thing I say. When you become a leader, you earn money for the country or for your state or for your local government or for your entity or for your parastatal. If you're not doing so, that parastatal should be scrapped. Why would the federal government be feeding you, giving you money to run a stupid parastatal if that parastatal is not contributing to the nation? They are going to ask them. You know what I really want to ask them? In all the ministries they say we have, I ask them, what are you contributing to the Nigerian state? Every ministry, every state, every local government have a potential to raise money.
Yeah.
They can make money. Imagine if all the local government are making money, all the parastatals are making money, all the state government are making money, the Nigerian government is making small money from oil. Where will we be today? Rich. You understand? If I just start to produce, for instance, eggs, just egg, you know, imagine the quantity of egg that will come out of Edo State if it's a challenge. And the government can do that easily.
Yeah. When we're operating on region system, the western region, the northern region, and the eastern region, you find out that these regions are independent on their own. They don't really depend on the central. And we recorded a massive improvement in so many sectors, like the cocoa pyramid in the western region, headed by Awolowo. That was when we had the first university, the first television station, and also the granite pyramid in the north.
Yes.
Also. So you realize that when you make these regions, when they are independent on their own, the people hold them accountable.
No, when you use the word independent, I don't like the word. If you make them to start to work, you see what it is they are independent. The states have their own little bit of independence. The government, the federal government is not stopping them from doing business.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
It doesn't stop you that you have a state and Edo State. What do you mean independent? You are independent. Edo states have the potential, they have the money, they have everything. They have this independence to run an economy of Edo State. Lagos State, this one we use this word. Lagos State was the governor came out proudly and said our economy is bigger than that of Kenya because he has his own independent right. He's not talking for Nigeria. He's talking for Lagos State.
Alone.
So what we say now that if all the governors now have that mentality, if we begin to inject that into our DNA, that we all need to make money, not to just collect money and spend. That is my challenge. That is my, in fact, when I talk about leadership, that should be the barometer for testing them. Not those ones who can construct roads.
No.
You know, when you change a good leader now, it say, oh, the governor brought so things. That's how we judge them. Oh, you see the good roads? You see this? And that becomes something we use to judge a governor that should be making money.
Yes.
So by the
you
time
know that Chris,
yes.
Yeah. You said something that they should be giving a voucher instead, the governors of each state, instead of them giving them money directly. I think that is correct because I believe that in Nigeria, when some rules are implemented, that's when you will see that the people of Nigeria, they can be very innovative. You will see that they have not brought out any means of providing income for the state. If that rule is implemented, you will see that just give them a month, things will start happening because they will no longer be getting money from anywhere.
God bless you, favor. It's not a miracle. And you know what? Every local, you see, I ask myself, I am the state governor, and I have all these loads of local government areas, local government chairmen, administration, councillors. What are they doing? They wait at the end of the month to collect money from me. You think I'm going to pay you guys? You're not getting money from me.
In fact, the last administration, President Muhammadu Buhari went ahead to borrow over $500 million to pay, not to invest. That is the irony of it. Not to even invest, but to pay debts. Now, how do you borrow to spend? You borrow to invest so you can pay it back.
Thank you.
This is the borrow to spend.
Exactly, because you will get a return. You will get back your return if you
now
invest.
You people are speaking my language.
If you borrow to pay debt.
Yes. So it's I always say to people, Nigeria need to borrow money. We need to borrow more money, but borrow money to do what? To invest. Now, for instance, if we're going into serious borrowing, and every local government in Nigeria is charged to produce every 6 months, they give us result to every 6 months. There will be competition. Every local government will give us what they produce. We will not give them money.
Yes.
We give them voucher. You tell us you want to produce, you want to set up a farm. We come and set it up for you. All the equipment you need. I mean, all the equipment from A to Z. The money to pay your staff, everything, that's what we'll give to you. So we'll not give you money to go and marry new wives. Because that's what the governors
Does
are
the
doing.
government, in fact, Daddy Chris, I want to ask a question. Does each government of each state bring back return to the federal government every year?
No,
Or something?
the answer is
No, they don't.
Something like
They
that.
don't.
nothing like that.
They don't bring back
Not,
return.
no, they can't even
The
feed
federal
themselves.
government
That's
will
what
not
I'm
do the same.
saying. So the federal government only give them this money to go and spend without nothing coming back. In fact, if I'm the federal government of Nigeria, I'll be giving you that money as loan. You have your profits at the end. If you like, borrow from me or go and borrow externally. And you will be surprised, like what Favor said, how innovative our state. And then you will know the amount of mineral resources we have on the soil. You see people beginning to think. Farm will begin to grow. That in this 21st century, we don't have food to eat. Now, like I said, the easiest example is Niger State. Have you been to Niger State? It looks like one of the poorest states in the country, but it's supposed to be the richest. Niger, you know, if you drive in Niger, my friend was telling me that I was driving for good straight 5 hours. No houses, land, and that land alone, Niger State is bigger. It's almost 2 times the size of Holland. If you put the whole state in the east together, they will all fit into Niger State. All the states by landmark, you can all of them go into Niger State. But Niger State people go to bed. You know why? Because imagine if that state, let me compare now. Holland makes 20 billion from agric, $20 billion from agric produce. Export, having fed themselves, they will sell 20 billion or more every year. Imagine if Niger State start to farm. With all that land, they will not only feed Nigeria, they will feed the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
But what are they doing? They go to bed hungry. Nobody is responsible for our problem. We are responsible for our problem.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And that's why my frustration today is they refuse to pay us minimum wage, good minimum wage, because we are not making money. And it's not their fault. The people are not making money. These so-called village headmasters we have as governors, they are not making money. Yesterday, we saw what happened in Edo State. Imagine people in the House of Assembly, their job is to impeach and suspend and you understand? Look at what they do. When they are supposed to be
he actually said the CCTV caught them actually. He said the
really?
CCTV camera caught them. Yes, by 1 a.m. at night.
It will be nice. It will be so nice. You understand? And you see how beautiful this kind of thing can be. You understand? So we have if we just can change one thing. When we take of restructuring Nigeria, they don't understand what is restructuring. Restructuring Nigeria means let us change from this eating. People ask a difficult question. Do you collect money from the federal government? Do you even give anything back to them? No.
No.
You understand? So you're collecting blank check every month. Why will you not misbehave?
Free money. In fact, I heard the governors.
Because you are not accountable. There's no accountability.
Nobody will ask you. Nobody will ask you. And you know what? And that is why if you see what the governors are doing, they are more autocratic than the presidency.
Yeah.
They have so much power. I can tell you, every state governor, they have about, like my state, they get 2 billion naira as security vote. They don't talk to anybody about it. Monthly, the people are hungry. They are kidnapping us.
Apart from this allocation, each governor gets 500 million naira every month for security. That money has no account. It is just for the
that's small.
government.
If you come to a state like us, our state is 2-something billion. That was why Peter made them open their asses. Peter said when he was governor, he getting about 1 billion. What is he going to do with 1 billion? That is why Peter can give anybody that gets a first class, he give them 1 million naira from his money, from his security vote.
Yeah.
You understand? And so it's not as if it's a secret. I'm not quoting myself, I'm quoting Peter Obi now. And if they open up what these governors are collecting, I'm not even angry. I'm not so disappointed. My pain is that we choose to continue to live a lavish life. When you go to House of Assembly or House of Rep, it's for you to be stupid. All the money given to you is for you to go abroad and buy a new house. They don't understand the culture of productivity.
Recently, they
It's like
shared
we
the
don't
new
know what the person is
SUV.
talking about then. Because my understanding of productivity, if I become the governor of my state, I'm going to make every local government, I'm going to borrow money for you guys. 1 billion. You go into farming. At the end of 6 months, I want to see my cassava. I will sell the cassava, make money, and still give you extra. And you will be thanking me. A lot of the job will be created. People
Yes.
will not need to come abroad. I'm talking of farming. It might be there are too many. There are too many things. Even if you choose to do hospitality, like if you get to some part of the Delta State, you have some of these beautiful places you can just turn to a resort. If you make those beautiful resorts and you'll be making money like joke, there will be no need to go
Yes.
abroad. But now, in fact, Edo State owner, make am not even answer am. Edo would have been the tourist destination for Africa because of the rich cultural
Yes.
heritage of its
That's true.
people.
Yeah, not
Culture, because
Kenya.
of our cultural heritage.
Yes, that is why you see people. If you see some of the bronze made then, because before when I was in my book I'm writing now, I'm claiming that cinema started in Africa. They started the history is tracing it to Egypt. I trace it to Edo State. That cinema started in Edo State, and this is how I proved it. You know how the cinema moving image, this picture we're using today, is moving images, right? It's
Yes.
images moving
Yes.
in quick succession. That's what we're seeing now. That is this video we're seeing. If you study that. So in the beginning, when those pharaohs, they didn't know how to do anything. They want to, that's why they have to preserve themselves when they die. That's why today they were thinking they don't want to die, so they begin to preserve themselves. They know they're going to die, but for history to keep them, they preserve them. A time came, they said, no, we don't need to preserve this body. A drawing would be enough. That was why the first thing that happened was to draw. They would draw human beings, you understand? Draw the pharaohs, and that is the image of the person we have when they are gone. From drawing come photography. From photography, moving image, which we have today. I'm sure the world is moving. We'll have something else in a few years' time. But today is moving image, which is movie. Then we're talking about movie is moving image. But this is what happened in Edo. In those days, if there's something that's like Olympics, it's going to happen in Edo State. You know what the Oba will do? He will commission people to cast the event in bronze. In bronze. If you see the casting, if you see some of them today, you'll be proud. You understand? And yet, we couldn't take advantage of that as a tourist destination. Even that skill is never even in, we never tap on it. We forgot that beautiful skill of how they were doing it then. We are here. And you know what is so painful? If I talk about it, I always cry. Because of if you can imagine, now CNN came to Nigeria. Let me leave it those small. Now to tell you the innovation of our forefathers. CNN came to Nigeria and they confessed that the Igbo apprenticeship system, I go take my brother from village. He go work with me for some years. I go set him up. They said is the highest incubator of successful businesses worldwide. I'm quoting CNN. The highest incubator of successful businesses worldwide is that scheme. Bring your brother, you train him, he become, you understand? You set him up. It's the highest. What are we doing about it? It's not even in our education system. It's not civilized enough for us. Yet we train people who cannot fit any purpose in society. So we need to go back and look at our comparative advantage. That's what I told them when I was at NTA. I told them we need to look at our comparative advantage. We can grow food, and naturally grown food. Oyibo here, now chemically grown food they get.
Yes.
We have the soil to grow, and we call those food organic products. If they are 3 times the price of a normal product. Groundnut that is organic, go to the shop and price it in UK. Why are we not taking advantage of what we have? That is the country, and that is if I say it's the Nigeria of my time, and it's a shameful one. So let us change the narrative. We should stop telling them, oh, we want a good leader. And we say, when I come here, have your governor done well? Yes. You know, this road was bad before. The road is good now. You can imagine where I sit. How sad I am. That governor should be making money, not to construct roads. You see where I'm sad. This is why the Chris is crying. And sometimes people don't understand me. I even say to my kids, I say to my kings, we have 24 kings I'm from Urobo. We have 24 kingdoms, 24 kings. And I say to the kings, you people enslave yourself. You know what Okowa was doing, our governor then? He will gather out the king. He will call them and say, come to Asaba. He will share 5 million, sometimes 10 million for them. And they put them down in the classroom. You understand? Like a classroom, they will tell them what the government is going to do, maybe like political message. So they take home. And they go with 10, 15 million sometimes. That is why a king is happy to go to Asaba. I said to the king, you have your people. Supposing you come together, form a cooperative. You can have, in those days, let me tell you one funny thing. I grew up with my grandfather. And we have this, my father had this Osusu. Everybody that will, at the end of every Saturday, the villagers, those that sell cassava, sell their gari, they'll come and drop 3 naira. Some pay 5 naira every week. And when they need money, some of them will go there, they will give them loan. They will pay interest on the loan. At the end of the year, they will share this money. You come and take your money back with interest because some people have collected money and paid interest. So when they needed money, that was where they were going. If my grandfather could do that, what is the office of the king doing? They have the legitimacy, they have the trust of the people, they love the people love them, they make you king. Why don't you even help them by making them form a bank? Because our banking system is invading our lives. The kings would have done that. Locally, what would have happened is that people would have had access to finance to start their businesses. Because if you put in your money every month there, then there's tendency that if you go there, they will give you money because they know you're going to pay at the end of the year. Or the money you'll be saving is enough to pay your interest. You understand? So you have your money. You have money now to start whatever you want to start. All you need to do is continue to pay your weekly money. Would that not be better? That is the king too. But you know what they're doing? They're waiting for 5 million naira that the COA will give to them. That's why when governor is coming, everybody's jumping. They shit for body. You get to stop, man. And I say it, and I'm not afraid. I'm talking from the position of authority. I'm an old man. You understand? I'm not a young boy. And then when they talk now, I'm no more of the young age. So, and I say to them, I have lived through the time. Listen, I grew up, the time I was born, they were still killing twins. Did people hear that? When you had twins, I was telling me today that when she was born, they were still killing twins.
Wow.
1968, they were still killing twins. I was born in 67. You understand? 68, I was older than her. They were still killing twins in Nigeria. If you have twins, they kill them because they don't understand. So, are we still in that time? Or we are now in the 21st century of artificial intelligence? So you know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the time when they were killing twins to the days of artificial intelligence. So I've lived through it, generation upon, I've lived through decades, different experiences. You know, when we were growing up, I was laughing one time when they told us about HIV. I was so laughing because in those days when we were growing up, the thing we were scared of mostly was gonorrhea. You understand? Say the guy carried gonorrhea, not the small thing, it was like the biggest thing. Today is HIV. It's the disease of their time. They will deal with it. Every generation will face their own challenges. When I know that's my daughter.
Yeah,
so
that's
anyway,
true. That's true.
we have their own challenges. So the beauty of life is how have our leaders of today fit into the 21st century narrative. Nigeria is so much blessed, so much in the great potential. I'm talking of Africa as a whole, to be sincere. So much potential that we can just change our lives around without nobody, without IMLF. Because you have the people to do the work. You have the land, these resources there. All you need to do is bring it out and sell. And you are poor. And you're waiting for the West to come and feed you. It's a curse. Somebody did this to us. We need to cry out. We need to beg them. In fact, beating them will not. You know the one I said. They don't have money. If you think Tinubu have money to pay the minimum wage and doesn't want to pay, it's a lie. Tinubu does not have enough money. The federal government does not have money to pay. That's why they are crying. But the question is, why are you not having money? You have the resources on your soil. You have everything. You are only waiting for oil peanuts to come. Supposing we bring out our gold and sell. Zamfara, the state you don't respect. Zamfara have so much mineral deposit. Zamfara state alone. So if we look at it, say for the Niger state begin to produce food and sell, and Zamfara begin to bring out gold. You understand? And all those, if they tell you some minerals that are in Nigeria, I will not be able to talk about it. but yet we go to bed hungry. The West are actually coming, they come from the backyard. The Chinese are coming, the illegal ones, so they are
Yes.
mining in our corners. You understand? Not that who's going to blame them? Are we doing it? So villagers go to bed hungry because we lack leadership. And that is my concern. And that is why I'm saying that the barometer, repeat again, the measurement, the litmus test of a leader today is not how much the road, water they there before, water not there again. How much the governor they make. Look at Aqua Ibom. For the first time we have Aqua Air. That is a start in the right direction. I was waiting to see Delta Airline. I was waiting to see Lagos Airline. I was waiting to see Edo Air. Would it be so bad? How many aircraft we need to fly in that country? The price will come down. It will create more jobs. Life will be better for us.
Yes.
Only airline,
Yes.
it will bring the price down. A lot of jobs will be created. We'll be moving with air. In fact, it will be a new industry, a new system of transportation. Come on, man. Why are they doing? You don't, when you want to start an aircraft business, you don't need to start with 50. You can buy 2 to start. Are you saying our state governors cannot buy aircraft? 2, they can get it as loan. I can get it as loan now if I want to start it. Benin have an airport. Am I right? Lagos have local airport. Which state does not have a local airport? So if you put those things there and you fly from there, and people will not fly your airline, and yet we don't have. Sometimes if you want to fly in Nigeria, it's a nightmare. You can't go on the road. Tinubu saying they be president. No. We gotta say no to all this. Our leaders can lead us. They are now people in power. Let us change that narrative. That is the structure we need for Nigeria. Not to break more states, not to have police here, not to have this. The police they give to, look at these people, you say we should give police the state. In fact, I was going to support it at some point, and then I asked myself a question. And I'm going to throw this question to you, and I want you guys to answer me. Look at your state, any state in Nigeria, who is the governor, which party he belongs to, and how many local governments in that state have a chairman or from another party. And those states, now just conduct one election. You have PDP now. Every local government, all of them now are what? They are all PDP. That is the last one I know. If you go to Delta State, PDP, all the local government chairman. Meaning there's nobody that belongs to another party that can actually win an election. They are dictators. At least in Nigeria, you have the presidency, APC. You have some states, PDP. You understand? Different states being won by different people. It's not so in local government too. Unless governor go stab all of them. So everybody now dance to the tune of the governors. The governors are actually, they are evil in disguise. And I'm saying this because they know me.
They will power shift.
I
think they will not be power shift and
they want police to be given to them. They don't have police, so imagine if they have police, they will deploy police to go and kill everybody. Somebody that is not having police is controlling all the local government with money, because money is power. They tell the king, sit down, the king, sit down. The kings in these places, if you watch the kings, they are powerless. They are like this. Who does that? So, and that is the country we're living in. Anyway, I don't want to bug you, my guests with this. So tell us, I want to start as usual. Tell us what is going on in Lagos State today. Let's start from Lagos. How is Lagos? What is update?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I'm David Otum, reporting from Lagos State. Yes, let me begin with this not so cheering news anyway. The Commissioner for Environment of Lagos State had come out to say they are giving people of Mende Villa Estates quick notice to leave because they want to demolish the estates. And the Commissioner said the quick notice was issued about 2 years ago. That is Tokumbo Wahab, that's the Commissioner for Environment in Lagos State, said they've given them 2 years notice to evacuate that estate that they want to demolish the place. And the people of Mende Villa Estate are crying, lamenting that they cannot demolish. They've spent millions to build their homes. Now you cannot just come one night and say you want to demolish their building. So they are still on it. The government had come out to address the issue, but the commissioner said it is not something that happened. It is not a sudden thing, that they've been on it. That even, in fact, the first notice was given to them 2 years ago. Okay, now moving on from there, also the commissioner for environment also came out and said most homes, most houses do not even have C of O. That is the problem. Most houses in Lagos, especially the houses on the island, on Lekki, they don't have C of O. And you know the disadvantage is if your house is demolished and you don't have original C of O, it means you are not getting any compensation from the state government. So that is the problem. That is what people are still looking into the matter. But with the way things are going, it is almost certain that the Lagos State government are going to demolish the buildings in Nende Villa Estate. And moving away from there, let's move to petroleum.
Let's stay with you a little bit on this one. Sorry to cut you. So
okay.
why is the government actually demolishing this? If you might be able to give us some insight on that.
They've not really, one of the excuses they gave is they said some of those houses are built on they are illegal structures, one, and secondly, some are built on drainages. Now, even if that is the case, who issued the permits? Who allowed them to build on drainages?
Exactly. That was what I wanted to ask next.
There should be a plan, a building plan.
And I'm sure it was not this year the houses were built. It's not. This
house has been there for years. Why now?
Okay, so why now?
Because it is unfair to move a particular settlement of a people. They must have buried their forefathers there, their fathers there, and now you're about to move them. That becomes the ancestral home. That is the meaning of the word ancestral home. Where I buried my dad is my ancestral home. And now you're telling us to move out because it's illegal. I don't understand that illegality. So these are things that should have been addressed.
They bought the land. It's also illegal. They started building on that land. They didn't know it was illegal then. Why now? After these people have stayed there for years. So, I mean, at times government need to apply caution when they carry out some actions. They need to apply caution, because things like this will actually give the government a very bad name and bad reputation at the end of the day. And even this other news again, something not similar to this, but this also will affect the state government. Recently, Lagos State government, do I use the word deportation, picked some people and took them back to Osun State. About 350 people were relocated back to Osun State. Now the big question is, why are they deported from Lagos? Say they have no place, they have no home. Some of them sleep under the bridge. Some of them sleep in front of kiosks, shops, and also the Lagos State, in collaboration with the Nigerian police, picked 350 people, citizens of Nigeria, and moved them from Lagos to Osun State. Those people are Nigerians.
So where even in Osun State, they just drop them there, or they have a home for them. So where?
They picked them from the streets of Lagos and took them to Osun State.
But where in Osun State?
Where are they putting them in Osun State?
There's an IDP camp there. What are you talking about?
Just let them somewhere in Osun State. Just let them somewhere.
So deportation is happening even within our own country, in Nigeria.
I'm complaining about what the West are doing. May God help us.
This is sad. This is sad.
It is.
Of course, they are Nigerians. They have the right to live anywhere they want to. It is their fundamental human rights. You cannot take that away from them. I can try to move from Lagos and go to Maiduguri. The government should not stop me. This is not
have the right to.
UK. This is not US. This is still within Nigeria. Yes. So deporting people from one state to the other, I mean, I don't know what to call that. I mean, that is that. Then, looking at petroleum products, yes, I can tell you now that the queue has reduced in Lagos State. But the only problem we are facing in Lagos State is the price of petrol, PMS. It is still not constant. Like this morning, I bought petrol for 650 naira per liter. Some other stations sells for as high as 750 naira. Another one close to the same filling station sells for as high as 780 naira. And what I noticed is Each of them deducted 100 naira each from the prices. The one that sold for 950 now goes for 850. The one that sold then for 850 now goes for 750 and 650, just like that. So the
Just
least you
remove
can
I
get
want
one
to
is
one.
ask.
for
I
50
want
naira.
to ask a question concerning this fuel price. Is
Yeah.
it that because the I know for sure that the federal government is the minister of petroleum. So is it for the fact that he withdrew the subsidy? That is the reason why there's no longer regulation. That he does not have a say anymore because he has withdrawn subsidy price, or he still has a say. It's just that he does not want to say anything about it.
He had come out to address, yes, he still have a say. He had come out to address the issue. This is what really happened. Some of these marketers, most of them, their license has expired and they also have
Okay.
renewed their license. And the federal government had given them dates to renew their license, and some of them had decided, I don't know, due to one reason or the other, they did not renew their licenses. So that was where the whole problem started from. And as soon as they refused to renew their licenses, the federal government had to stop NMPs from giving them petroleum products, and the little ones they have, they had to increase the pump price. And under information reaching us is the amount they are meant to pay to renew their licenses has been increased by the federal government. We have not really gotten the actual amount they are meant to pay to renew their licenses. So that is one of the problems they are facing now. And bringing out PMS from depot does not come out cheap. You have to pay different body. In fact, from where you load your PMS to the gate, you even have to pay the security man at the gate, and this does not come
Nigeria.
cheap.
Yeah, it's because we
On
don't
the
pay.
two,
We
you pay
don't pay
something
well.
as high as 200,000 naira. Some of this money does not even have receipt, and they have to pay. So now you're asking them to pay huge amount to renew their licenses again. So these are issues here, but the
You
president
see,
has come out to
you see the
address.
problem of these wages we talk about. Because people are not paid well, they are now trying to get
Yeah.
everything at all costs. You understand? It's like a hungry child.
Yes.
If anything,
Yeah,
anything you
Every
see, they will
means.
take. You understand? And if they were well paid, they will respect the job. Know that if I lose this job for one simple mistake, that's the end of me. You understand? And my family
yeah,
will be displaced.
Yes.
So that thing, minimum wage is a solution. No? This act of now people hustling, like sometimes people coming out and start to sell fuel. They are hustling.
yeah.
Minimum wage could solve this. Anyway, uh, Lagos, I'm very, very surprised with this kind of report. Too. So I know that the federal government, they do import, that the only person importing fuel now, the only body is the NNPC. And yet, we're still having this kind of challenges. So we have enough petrol in the market. It's just
Yeah.
that distributing it is now the issue. Let go ahead.
Though I know Edo State produce its own petroleum product like PMS diesel. I confirmed that story that they have their own mini refinery where they
In
produce
Edo
their
State,
own. No, Edo State.
where is that?
Yeah. Okay, I'll get the location, but I read it that Edo State also
Now,
produce their
now
own
I'll be
mini refinery.
surprised. I'll be surprised to hear that. But
I
it's good to have all this information and give it to people.
oh,
You see,
all
that
right.
boys
I
down.
think I will look into it too, and I think it is true. I have heard something about it, and I think it's Obaseki's handwork. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will look into that.
Uh-uh. Then Obaseki is not telling us all he's doing. Then, all right, we would like to know. Yeah, you go hide me that Edo is actually refining their own oil.
Yeah.
And that
Good
would be
one, yeah.
good news. The question is, where is it, and how much are you making from it, Obaseki? And you
It's
cannot
not
tell
enough.
me.
It can't be enough to serve the whole nation. We should
No,
understand
but
that.
at least let it serve Edo State. Let every state serve their own. If
Yes,
Edo
of
could do
course.
their own, Delta should do their own. Every state should do their own. What are they doing? This is
Lagos
not the same thing
claim
I'm talking about.
Lagos claim the same thing that they are also refining, but we cannot categorically tell you if that story is
If
true.
that is true, where is the one coming from, Dangote?
So
In fact, let us not get this thing twisted. Maybe I really need to get to the bottom of
yeah.
this good news.
So
If it is good news, then we really want to get to the bottom of it, and that means we are moving in the right
Yeah.
direction. Like I said at the beginning of this show, we're not where we used to be. We've moved. The question is, are we moving? We're moving at a millipede speed. The world is flying. This new technology world is flying. People no more dance the music of the the old music style. Boys are now jumping. They jumping, they kick now, they jump. The one you jump on, you play the ball. That is where the kind of dance we see these days. It's not the old one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
Yes,
take.
and
Yeah, go on.
one more story. This is the Lagos State Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide, said 80% of buildings in Ibeju Lekki have no approval, so we should expect more demolition.
Now this is disturbing. It's just at
Really,
the
really
time I
Very
was I
disturbing.
was commending the government, the Nigerian state, for what I was impressed. In fact, part of Nigerian Week 2024 it's a special section for the Nigerian real estate. I want them to tell us how we can invest, because most of us in the diaspora, we have mortgages we pay here in Europe. We're not going to carry those houses home.
now.
It's UK. In fact, if you build a house somewhere, you buy a house somewhere, it's there. If you like, you can never carry that house from that place. You understand? You only own it for some time. In fact, most of the houses here in Europe, in London, I can tell you that it has passed from one generation to the other. No generation keep it for long. No, it doesn't pass from generation. It's not like my Africa. So, and now we have this thing here. I'm saying, please, let us not over-invest here. Let's put the landed investment at home. But if this is the kind of news we come in, Lagos State demolishing one, that one demolishing, this one demolishing, it's discouraging, for those of us who want to come home and put some things down. But perhaps the Nigerian Week will also help us. I will try and invite the Nigerian state, the Lagos State government, to come and actually tell us why they are demolishing, the reason. So we will be careful, so we know how to invest. And we do hope that when a new government come, they will not change it, because that's what we see. So this
That's
government may
again.
not care. The other government want to change things, and then we say, oh, it's a
Exactly.
bad one. A person that have a CFO in a place, and you're telling the person the place is not legal, who issued that CFO?
I think Landmark Beach in Lagos. I don't know. Landmark Beach is being demolished also. I don't know if they've started it or in the process. I don't know if you know
In
anything about
fact,
the
I was
installation.
listening, I watched a video on that. If you see that island, it's an island, it's
It
a
is,
beautiful island.
yes,
You're
very
going to destroy
beautiful.
it.
And
Destroy it
when
for
the
what?
the owner of it, when he talked about how much he makes in a day, I don't think there's any amount they can give him to compensate him for that. I don't think so.
And we would also
He's
like to hear
boosting
from
the people.
Abuja. Wike, he has been demolishing some areas also in Abuja.
Is
He said that
demolishing of property the trend now? I don't understand. I think it is the trend.
yes, in
Now it's
Abuja
the
as
trend.
well. So we need to hear from Abuja as well.
All
Let's
right.
see Wike's excuse for demolishing structures in Abuja.
All right. Hopefully, we'll have Abuja back tomorrow on this broadcast. Hopefully, because I
Okay.
think they need to put their ass together before they come back to the show, so we know what they should. There should be some level of journalism out there. All right. Let's take a look at some of the papers if we can. All right, and it's going to be between you and Favor, so you guys can take a look at it. I'll be coming to that in a minute. But in the meantime, I think this is a beautiful time to go on a quick commercial break. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the newspaper, what is happening in Nigerian dailies today. Stay right there. Don't touch that button.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of art and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Yes, people, welcome back. This is Wake Up Nigeria. I am Daddy Chris from SRTV London. I say London is the capital city of the world. And I know Dave is going to tell us they are in the center of excellence. And I'm going to hear this woman, this young woman with a woken papa cap, is going to tell us, hey, we are the heartbeat of the nation.
And we are the
Yeah,
heartbeats.
yes. So we're proud of what we do here. We bring you things happening from around the world and within the country. And that is what we do. But right now, let's take a look at some of the dailies, some of the things happening in our dailies. A quick one. Where do we
Okay,
start from?
okay. I begin with the Vanguard newspaper.
Vanguard, okay.
The Vanguard newspaper with the headline: Police kill two suspected kidnappers, rescue free. That's from the Vanguard newspaper. The front page says, Police kill two suspected kidnappers, rescue free.
I'm always confused. Oh, where are you reading from?
Vanguard.
Me too. I can't find it.
Is it the Vanguard of today? Today
Yes,
is the
today's
8th.
news. In
Today is
fact, 9:36 a.m.
8th. Huh?
The news just broke out now this morning, 9:36 a.m.
All right. And it's not, is it on the
Okay, we
Vanguard?
don't. Yes, we don't have that on the paper.
Is that on the paper?
I'm picking my online.
Okay. All right, let's
Mine's
let's go with
online.
what you have. All right, let's see what you have because I was thinking we're going to read the papers. Because if you look at what we have on the papers, this is what we have now.
Oh, mine is online paper.
Okay, online papers, all right?
Okay, should I be reading from the newspaper? I think I should take from
Yes,
the newspaper
that's
so we
why
are
we
all
all
together.
yes, so we are with the audience on the same page. I've shared already. Let's go with that.
Okay. So on the Vanguard this morning, the big news here says oil block. FG removes signature bonus to woo investors. Signature bonus highest in Nigeria, says Lakpobiri. Add oil will remain add oil will remain relevant to Nigerians' economy. Then it says 667 firms eyeing 757 oil blocks on offer. And I think that's on page 5 of the Vanguard. Then we have here at the top UBA records 110% rise in gross earnings to 570 billion naira. That's a good one for UBA. Edo Guba, Obaseki, Obaseki, legacy group set for shutdown. Governor paying, it says governor paying us with ingratitude for saying him.
It's the same true, huh?
Okay,
Yes. I
yeah,
think this
it's
is the same.
really,
This is it. These are the old PDP guys who are saying Obaseki
yeah,
has come and moved their goalposts, leave them behind. And now they want
yes.
to pay back. I think it's payback time for Obaseki. Eh?
Yes, and it says PDP elders will meet with aggrieved members to ensure victory. This is Martina Obaseki Godalo, PDP jittery over imminent defeat. Papers are really small, and I'm really struggling to see them. That is
Yes,
why.
I can see that.
It
We're
said
waiting.
here, impeach Fubara now. Rivers APC urges 27 assembly members as clerk rise IGP wants of imminent danger. I think I read through that this morning, and Fubara is saying that they have no right to impeach him. That they have no right to impeach him, and the impeachment is actually going on because, um, earlier the president Tinubu he sued for peace between Fubara and Wike, but
Yes.
Fubara didn't agree to that. So I think that's why they're fighting for that. Then we have Popular, the new masquerade actress Ovularia dies at 81. That's a sad one.
Yeah.
President Tinubu's first year in office, propelling Nigeria towards renewal. Mohammed Idris, Information Minister. Trace CBN's cybersecurity levy on electronic transaction. NLC rejects levy, demands immediate withdrawal. That's on page 20. Then I have Nigeria Today. That's on presidency, page 8. And Infinity I Trust. This is from Trust Ekong. That's from Sports News, page 29. We have page Ola. I
Okay, now
am
the
of
net.
the firm view the available to us university tuitions, books, and living expenses. It is to me discriminatory and unjust to exclude students in private from the loan. I think that is all we have on the Vanguard this morning.
Anyway, that is a very good one. Let us just take a look at some of the issues here. Obaseki is going to have a we pray for PDP in at this next election, because there seems to be some people out there to actually deal with Obaseki, and this is not the people even working with. They're not the guys working with the post deputy. We are talking of those who were in the old PDP before Obaseki. You know, Obaseki changed from, he became from APC when they refused to give him the ticket, the second tenor ticket. So he came to PDP. People were there. They welcomed him. It's like Obaseki has not treated them well. You know the Nigerian politics. If you not share the money as they want, you be bad guy. You know what they did to Peter? Maybe Obaseki is doing something right. Yeah, I want to be supporting Obaseki. What are your what has Obaseki done wrong? What is your claim against Obaseki? What you understand? These old men that are not
Yeah.
talking now, what is their claim? That Obaseki did not share the money. They didn't give me contract. That's what we're talking of, individual interest. They didn't give me appointment. We're not looking for the best. You see, these are the things we see. So Obaseki will listen to everybody and dance with everybody like every governor will do, and at the end, the government will fail. So Obaseki, I want to support him here. I want to say, hold on. But you know what I want Obaseki to do? Is actually just be productive, and we'll be supporting you. All I say to
Yeah.
the governors, just be productive. Don't listen to these people, because you know what? They are children. You know, sometimes you help me by disagreeing with me, because you know the thing in the long run will benefit my children. That's when you help me. Not when you give me toffee food today and my children are hungry tomorrow. Or
Yeah.
I cannot go out. Insecurity is order of the day because there's no money in the land. We can't pay minimum wage because there's no money. But okay, don't listen to all these side political people who are looking for a way to just get some more money from you and then ruin our beautiful state. So I'm not supporting these old men, the so-called old men who
Now,
own the state. They own PDP.
this is a good.
They
This
may be
is a
owner
good
of
one
PDP.
today. You supporting Obaseki. This is a good one today.
Yes. Yeah,
It's a
today
very good one.
I'm supporting him. I'm
I'm
supporting
sure
him.
if he sees this today, he'll be very excited.
No, but I am not for. I don't have anything that goes to Obaseki. I'm only saying Obaseki, you are an investment banker. You understand?
Yeah.
You are an intelligent
Yeah.
man. You understand? You cannot be
Yeah.
compared to those street governors. No, some of these governors they are not prepared. Obaseki is an intelligent man. You understand? He has all it takes to run a state judiciously and make money. That's what I say. Make money. Anybody that tells
Money.
me, all I want to hear is, are you making money? You understand? Because I will not let you
Yeah.
run my state if you cannot make money for the state. And that is, so when I say grow wet, it's too much grammar. Let's use the right word. Okay? Make money for the state. You understand? Make money.
Yeah.
And by investing in the people, and sometimes government need to have their own personal money. Sometimes you can indirectly invest on the people and expect returns. Sometimes they say they cannot do it. Then you cannot do it. Then pick on those individuals who you think can run a particular sector, give them the business to run, take your profit. Look at the scheme I came up with. I call it Yoruba Agricultural Development Project. You know the scheme. I couldn't do it. I'm in UK because they were frustrating it. This is what I said. I said if your father have a land, just having a land alone, you have invested. I will take the land from you. We will look what we can put in that land that can bring money. I will come with the tractor, everything, and plant that thing. I will give you the key to the land, to the crops. You will monitor it until it grows to when we harvest. When we harvest, you get 70%, I get my 30%. How about that?
A very good one.
For just having a land, you don't need to do anything, no. I need the land to do the investment. Without the land, I can't do anything. So you see, a land is an asset just for having a land. So you cannot give me excuse that you're not making money. The government have tractors everywhere. They can just bulldoze the place for the farmers or say, okay, this is your farmland. I'll bulldoze it for you. I'll give you what to plant. I'll give you the fertilizer, or you monitor it. The people want to make money. Don't even monitor it. Let them monitor it. At the end, you harvest, you buy it from them because they cannot even sell as much as you buy. You now buy it from them, and you now sell. Government is not making money from either they produce, you buy, and you sell. And again, you come to the other side of the and do business. Okay, you go and sell, make profit, and give me my own. You understand? It's a win-win for the government. But the government have to be active.
Yeah.
And Obaseki can do better than me. I'm talking only Greek now. Do you know how many sectors? I just mentioned banking today. If Nigerian banks are failing us, Obaseki, you are an ex-banker. You understand? You can begin to set up a kind of local banking scheme. There's a guy that made fortune from in the I think it's somewhere in India for just giving loan to market people. He gives loan to market people and they pay small money back. But because he's spreading it, the market women go there, they take. Imagine how many people in Nigeria want to take money to go and buy things and sell today. Some people live on that daily. They take money, they buy, they sell, they return your money. And you've saved that person, you've saved the country. Because that person is not going to be a problem to us. He's not going to kidnap us. He has money, got money to go and work. He has saved the money. You understand? That problem is solved. He's going to feed. When somebody has fed, have something to wear, and a girlfriend or boyfriend they look for, he's no more looking for trouble. Only when they don't have food, there's trouble. If somebody don't have food, there's trouble. You understand? If you don't have food, there's trouble. And the trouble will affect me and you, everybody.
That's true.
So that's why I'm a little bit hard on Obaseki sometimes. Anyway, let's take a look at the other people. They're not going to leave this Fubara alone. The Fubara, what do you do them? This man I've never seen, never hear peace. He never know peace since he became governor. Still talking about impeachment today. Oh, wow.
You know, in River State, there are people who are still loyal to Wike, whether we like it or not. You see how this loyalists in the government.
And it's a shame. Who is Wike? What has Wike done? In his you see, you know why I'm saying all these things, Wike was always dancing. You know, Wike will dance. He will come and dance. As he they pay me, as they pay them, he go the sweet us. You know, all those ones. He said he just construct this bridge now. He just all Wike was doing is to commission bridges, to commission houses, law houses. Without Wike cannot tell us all the money he collected, whether Wike is making money today for the state. When you have this barometer, you know it's a failure. Wike cannot talk when I'm talking. He knows what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. I will inject into the Nigerian leaders that DNA to be productive. Now, my mother will take cost them. They will start to think. If Wike is talking today as if he said the people in rivers are blind, of course, they've not seen something good before. You understand? You know what Whitney Houston said? He said, when you used to be treated well, you can't go back to bullshit.
Yes.
You understand? I'm used to being treated well by leaders. I know what is called leadership. I cannot accept rubbish as leadership. That's why I have a problem with the system. It's not you guys. Many people don't understand where I'm coming from, and I don't blame them. But it will stop me from talking because I know what I'm saying. Because I'm used to being treated well. I know what a good leader should be giving to us, especially in this difficult time in Africa. I cannot support you just coming. Wike was a big failure. Imagine our former governor, Kowa. In fact, on my show, Kowa. And they said, what do you have against this man? I said, nothing. No. The man is one of the most intelligent governors you can ever have. That's why they pick on him to be vice president. All he has done is use our money to pack sand on road. And the remaining one, they used to run for president. And I should support him. Then I asked, what if my children ask me tomorrow, why did I support this man? What will I say? This is the same man I supported the first tenure. Understand? Among those that campaigned for him, I went to him and I just believe in his intelligence. That we need somebody that can project the state to the next level. Productivity, I didn't know when he became governor, the first thing he did was to start appointing. Have you seen them? They know how to appease the people who are going to fight them. They just come, you be SA, you be PA, you be this. You understand? And everybody begin to just fall in line. The people that would have been able to say something, they now fall in line. Be PA now, I get job. You understand? The question I ask them is, how much are you being paid? Are you a PA? You're receiving 300,000. Labor is saying that minimum wage should be 650. That is how much you've shortcut your life. Accepting to be a PA to a useless governor who is not going to give you up to 500,000 in a month. Are you deceiving me or yourself? A political appointee, and you know you're not going to be productive. They're going to keep you at home. You've had nothing in your CV that you've done in all these years as PA or as SA. More than, in fact, if I'm talking now, these boys, they know me. How many of you serve in Okowa government that can say, when I was in social office, this is what I did? Nothing. But if I'm a PA, maybe I'm a PA on communication, I will create something in the communication angle. You understand? I'm a PA on this, in agriculture, in this. I want to have that to my CV. It's not about the man.
Yeah.
It's about what I took from them.
Yes.
Thank you.
What difference you can make.
Thank you.
Yes.
And that becomes what your selling point tomorrow in life. None of them can say I did this. They get the 250,000 naira at the end of the month. They go and sleep with their girlfriends. They are PA. In those days, during the body said that they give you motor. You understand? Those things are gone now. They tell them, go, there's no money. Because the truth is, there's no money. Productivity. Anyway, let's see fire on with the papers. Fubara doesn't know peace. Fubara, unfortunately, you know what did this man said? Oba of Benin said something to this man of those days. To Abiola. When Abiola came to see Oba said, I pray God give you the spirit to accept that which you cannot change. You understand? Now, our president here, they go drive you come off for that office. You know why I'm angry with Fubara? Yes. Fubara to tell us, he cannot tell me Wike did not commit crime. He didn't steal money. There must be misappropriation of funds. Come out and talk now. Otherwise, when you get into trouble, we will not support you. In fact, if I be Fubara now, I will fight back. Wike will be running for his life now. Because I will look for his loopholes, whatever he has done wrong in the state, query some of the projects he did, and bring him to book. If I leave me alone, if they solve that problem with EFCC, he will not be talking to me. But by the time you leave Wike to kick your ass, I love the fight.
I think he believes that they cannot impeach him on any ground. So he's a little bit laid back. He's a little bit at peace with himself.
No worry, they're gonna kick his ass because we will not be able to help him there. But if he had come up and tell us, say, do you know Wike social money were mismanaged in social time? Everybody now attention will be on Wike.
Yes.
You understand? And he will have peace. Fubara, I'm giving you this expo. You're gonna pay me. Take this and pay me tomorrow. Wike will be running it for his life now. He will not have time to think of how to impeach you. But you think he's gonna play the good boy. You're a good boy and he's gonna go together. I will not be part of it. I'm not part of it. I'm not supporting you. You understand? These guys will come out. I want you to be independent, but you refuse to be independent. How can I help you? There's a saying that you cannot take people who are comfortable, a slave that is comfortable in a slave position. You can't take him out of there. It's only those who want to be free that can be free. You don't want to be free, nobody can free you. Fubara, you are comfortable where you are. When they beat you tomorrow, don't call on us. If you want us to support you, I bet tell us what we can do wrong. We know he did a lot of atrocity there. Bring him out, and attention will be on Wike. Yeah. So let's move.
Okay.
No, I think we should take a look. Where I don't know whether Tinubu done this thing. What I think I really wanted us to
pick on Punch newspaper.
Before we go to Punch, this thing, this Nigerian coach, he need the judge. What did they find? Nigeria, they look for trouble. Now, these are a set of people that play together. Fini the judge, Amonike, and Mokashi, they played the same team. You understand? They've been working together. And now, a time will come, they'll bring a foreign coach. They try a Guavon. The Guavon is not happy that he's no more taking the job. Samson Sacha is there. These are a pool of talent that we have to run it. Amonike. Now, the last time I heard, I even published that Amonike is the new coach. I thought it had been sealed. I didn't know it was just a rumor. Today is Fini the judge. Fini the team will change tomorrow. That job, they last. The job of a coach is the most stupid job you can ever take. If you think because they say you they trust today, tomorrow it's not going to be, they're going to kick you out soon. Lose two
No, no,
matches.
this is what I tell you what happened. I think the sports minister wanted Amunike.
Okay.
And the sport minister actually he said after Pasero left, the sport minister said they want an indigenous coach in Nigeria to coach the Super Eagles. And he suggested Emmanuel Amunike.
Okay.
But NFF wanted Finidi George. That has been their own candidate. They want somebody, to me, my own opinion anyway, they want somebody they can always order around. Pick this who want you to play. Look at the last match Finidi George managed. We lost woefully. We were beaten 2-0 by just Mali. That was his last match when he handled this as an interim coach. We lost. So NFF wants somebody they can always, somebody that will listen to them.
Now, you know the politicians, they want the governor they can work with.
That is it. But the sports minister wanted Amunike. And even before as soon as he mentioned Amunike's name, they quickly announced Finidi George. And the problem is, I don't think Finidi George have a contract. You know the way they do to our local coaches. Okay, you want the job, okay, take the job. And tomorrow when they kick him out, he cannot even get his salary.
Yes.
When they owe him, they just owe him because there is no contract. No signed contract. They might just call him on phone. Okay, sure, you become coach. Yes, okay, you become the coach. And that is it. So tomorrow, when he performs woefully like they wanted, always put them in position to perform, to fail. As soon as he fails, they kick him out. And they owe him nothing because there is no contract binding Finidi George and NFF. They have done that to so many coaches. That was why NFF had issues with Olise. Olise is stubborn. Olise will not take some things they want him to take. He wanted the contract. He got his contract. Eguava does not have a contract. Siasa Administration they don't have a contract. They just call them on phone to have the job. So, and you can't do that with foreign coaches.
No.
Of course,
they protect themselves, yes.
Yes.
See, that's a very good point. And now, these kind of things, I bet it's hardly in the interest of the country. It's hardly in the interest of sport. When the NFL and the minister goes to this kind of fight, without actually thinking of what kind of product are we going to get? Well, I still have faith in any one of them. As long as it's a Nigerian coach, I want the person to be given a fair chance to do the job. But Finidi, why I don't understand Finidi George is this. If I were to be Finidi George, if you pick on me, I'll be begging you. I'll be going behind to talk to Amunike. I want to work with you. I'll be talking to the rest of my teammates. I want to work with you. Come on, let's do this. You understand?
Work with them. Finidi George had come out that he's not going to work with Amunike. That he can't work with Amunike.
Yes.
They had issues.
Yes, personal ones. Of course, they're fighting for the same office. But after the fight, you come together. A good person will not. Finidi George is looking for stubbornness then. He's not looking for the interest of the sport.
No, he's technically poor. Finidi George is technically poor.
See?
Technically, on field of play, he's not doing very well. He's technically poor. And Finidi George cannot even control the egos of our big players. How can Finidi George control Osimhen? How can Finidi George control Ndidi? We need to look at that. Amunike has coached Tanzania. He took them to the World Cup. So he has Siasa too have good reputation, but who is Finidi? How can Finidi George even call Osimhen and put him on the bench? I mean, we need to look at this.
Yes.
Except we want to go with our local players, and you know what that means.
Yes.
Automatically, our local players will definitely disappoint us. We are going to be South Africa by next month in a two-legged affair. So, is this what we are going with?
Let's see what Finidi can do. If Finidi is already going with this kind of flight, then I'm worried. I'm worried. But anyway, as long as a Nigerian coach, like I said, I will remain loyal. I'll support you. But hey, do it in the interest of the sport. Do it in the interest of the country. Do it in the interest of the players, not because somebody said this.
Of your selfish interest.
Because it's going to backfire. And that job is volatile if you need it. It's the most stupid job you can ever do. I don't want to be a coach because I don't want the heart attack. As you lose match, they beat you, they finish. Your employer, they beat you. What kind of life is that? That is how you see. You kick in the pitch and they kick you behind. You're on your own. Who wants that kind of job? And yet you are here thinking that this is the end of the world. Are you the first one to be the Nigerian coach? You don't
That's
get
in
the last.
CV anyway. It's to add to his CV. And in fact, the last one Eguavon had, the first Umaru Musa on Eguavon. Umaru Musa is the son of a commissioner from I think Kano or Kaduna. And we all know, though he plays for a foreign club in Spain, Deportivo La Corona. But technically, as a striker, we have better strikers than Omar Musa. Right in that position, we have Osime, we have Cyril Dessau in that same position. We have good players in that same position, but they had to force Omar Musa on Eguavo. At the end of the day, it was a show of shame. We were defeated. So I don't like this idea of NFF forcing players on our coaches, telling them who to use, who not to use, and that is the problem we are having, and that is because they are of their own selfish interests.
Yes.
It's just because of their own selfish interests.
Cannot fight for them there. Anyway, let's quickly go to the other papers to see if we can take a look at another one before we round up the show, because we are now 40 minutes to the end of the show.
I have with me, I hope it's the same thing you have anyway, but let me check the Punch newspaper.
Okay.
Let me see. The Punch newspaper. Police bust suspected serial rapists targeting online victims. Do you have that?
This is not the one we have. Oh.
Yeah. It is not what we have.
Naira abuse group petition. Okay.
Is this what you have?
Yes, this is what I have.
Okay, let's go with it then. Next time we're going to get Lagos to be on the same page with us. Lagos is moving too fast.
Okay, we have the big news on the Punch. Dollar speculation. FG rubbishes Binance CEO's bribery allegation. Binance CEO allegation, diversionary, no going back on trial. Government officials declared this on page 17. Then we have here porn star testifies against Trump at hush money trial. And we have pictures of
these American people. We not say Trump na pump star before. Waiting to come concern with the problem when he get. Because these people,
that's his social life, that is personal life. They should let him be.
I don't want to see this kind
of we have on the top news here. We have FG woes global investors for 17 oil blocks. That's on page 17. Yeah. Then we have 7.5 billion naira fraud. EFCC grills 20 NSCDC contractors, 10 officers, and that's on page 7.
You know the kind of money we're talking about here? 7.5 billion.
We have money in this country.
We have money. We have money.
But the wrong hands. It's with the wrong people.
Yeah, when you hear some certain kind of figures. Oh my God.
I believe we have money in this country, but it's in the wrong hands. That's the problem.
Yes.
The wrong people actually manage the money for us.
You know what? The reason I know, you know how many of us have private jets? So in this economy, some people don't fly the normal flight. No, business class is there. First class is there. You have your own private jet. And sometimes they say, I work for it. You know what? Then you're going to pay us more for it. The money you have is Nigerian money. It's not your money. It's written the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's not written Federal Republic of your name. It belongs to us. And you owe us a duty of care once God has put you high there. It's a normal thing. That's why here, if you have more money, you give more to the society. If you have nothing, they will give to you. That's how you maintain a society.
Yes, it's a suitable society and a sustainable one. That's true.
That's the language. For the society to be sustainable, this policy needs to be in place to take a little bit more from the rich and use it to quench the trouble of the poor. Because poor people are meant to be trouble. How can somebody? How can you? Are you not even ashamed telling people to pay somebody 70,000 naira in a country you come from? And when they don't respect your international passport, whenever you're going, you ask a question. Those people are going to, the people you pay 70,000 naira will do disgraceful thing in front are waiting for you as you are traveling. You know how many names now we are running abroad. As we run abroad, we do a lot of stupid things. Nigerian name is dying. You that have a good Nigerian passport with all the billions, they're going to look at you. Oh, Nigeria is from that place. You understand? Because some of the people you
Yes.
neglected have come to do some evil thing, and you said it's not your fault. You are a party to it. So the society belongs to what
Yes.
every they say society. Nigeria is not one man. All of us. Nigeria have mad people, good people, ugly, everything, women, old, young,
Hmm.
this all make up Nigeria.
Yes.
Let's
That's
go, my
true.
dear. Let's go.
Okay, going further, adoption, anger as FIG as FIJ reporter spent seventh day in police cell. Oh my god. And
Hmm.
that's on page 29. Then we have warnings of anarchy as APC demands Fubara's removal. That's on page 2.
Now this
Underneath
is
we
the
have
problem. You see the problem here. There are political undertone here. Fubara is a PDP person. They want PDP. They have the whole people in the house. In fact, the guys in the speaker, all this, they were all PDP. Now they've changed to APC.
APC.
And they want APC is now wanting Fubara to leave. PDP should be ashamed. Shame on PDP. You understand? For another party to come and tell your own party, where you see, this is why we not hear who is it, Baba? Atiku. Because you don't have a leader, PDP. You don't have. You think a leader is somebody who run for presidency alone? Is that what you call a leader? You can lose election and still be relevant.
Yeah.
Since Baba lose election, since Atiku lose election, you don't travel. You don't go Dubai with him 4 wives. Eh? You don't go Dubai with him 4 wives. What can you do with such a person? Let's go, my daughter. God will bless you.
Yeah, underneath we have cyber security levy will worsen hardship. That's from
Mm,
Labour. That's on page 17. Yeah, they are. I think I read this. They are saying they want to increase the levy on cyber security,
mm.
and I don't know. I think every now and again, even with the hardship, the leaders, or I don't know, the federal government, they are finding more ways to increase the hardship.
The people
I
in
don't know.
power,
You
don't call the
have been
leaders. Oh.
out
The people in power. There's a difference
okay.
between the
The people
leader
in
and people
power.
in power. Yes.
Okay, the people in power.
Yes.
Every day they are finding new means to worsen the burdens of Nigerian people. I don't know why. I don't know. It's really heartbreaking. Then we have bullying. Police launch probe as Ekiti Varsity expels female students. And that's on page 31. We have Ladoja withdraws lawsuit, clears path for Olubadan enrollment. That's on page 31. And that's all we have on Punch this morning. And there was a news, I would like to say, there was a news I was expecting to see on the Punch this morning, which is really stirring up some certain things in students and in parents. That's about the
Okay.
JAM results. There are about a very large number of JAM results that have been withheld. And I think Edo State is one of them. They have a larger number. And if you check your JAM result, they are saying it is being investigated. So many
Yeah.
persons I know, that's what the site is saying. And it is really heartbreaking. I listened to the news this morning of a parent that was lamenting. He was saying that his child went to the exam hall, he wrote, he was with the child all through the day, stayed inside the car. He said during when the results came out, they checked the result and it was yet to be out. It was still saying they are under investigation and all of that. He said the child will read before the exam, the child read a lot and all of that. I think the system is failing. The educational system, even the educational system is failing. Nothing is working. The Nothing is working in the country. I don't know. I think I don't know if it is time for the federal government to come in, or I don't know, because it is really taking a toll on the students. Because I'm sure many of them prepared very well for the exam, and at the end of the day, they have not heard from JAM. They said they are still investigating the corruptions
Very
that went on during the exam. So I think it is really sad. I just wanted to bring that to the notice of everybody this morning.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. You see, people, I always say something. Speculation is not evidence. All right. If Jam, anyway, let's wait for Jam. Let's hear from them. But it should be very quick because you can't put children in this kind of difficulties. But that's the last. It's
Yes.
a very difficult stage in life. Understand? And
Yes.
so, if a child writes an exam, you must understand the mental state of a child. When you withhold this result, a child, in fact, so sometimes society move forward. It's you ask, is this in the interest of society? Not because I want to prove a point. I want to believe that Jam know what they're doing. Otherwise, you can't. When you think of the psychology of a child and you withhold his result, eh, and you're not releasing his result, if that child is truly innocent, imagine what you have done. It's a big damage that you cannot fix.
Yes.
And so if you're gonna do something, in fact, you should do your homework very well and indict them. Say, son, this is what you did. And it should have been done at the time you were writing the exam. Because how are you gonna detect it after the exam has been done? Well,
Yes.
we're waiting for see the excuses from Jam to before we can react. Before we close this show, let's quickly look at Guardian. A quick one before we end
Okay.
this show today.
Okay. Okay. So let me go. Let me read the Guardian this morning.
Yes.
So the Guardian says FG shuns financial inclusion. It poses more tax on citizens, depositors. That's on page 6. Then we have
And
NER.
Guardian with their creativity, you have the federal
Yes,
government emblem at the center, and it's not giving you the different people how government is kicking them. You understand? I don't want to use the wrong
yes,
line this morning.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we have NERC's higher tariff review for discos, light or darkness, and that's on page 4. We have abandoned 4,837 export containers at Apapa port causes stir, and that's on page 15.
No, they will just see
200
this
jobs.
one. Hi.
Yes,
Go
I'm
on.
sure they will do that. 200 jobs at risk as Microsoft shuts down innovation center in Lagos, and that's on page 15. Fake doctor nabbed in Lagos with forged OAU NMDC certificates. Oh my god. And that's on page 8.
Those kind of people, they are threats now. You are talking about people's life. You forging certificate to come and treat human beings.
In fact, it is so sad how people can forge medical certificates. A story not about a couple of years ago when a fake doctor was also caught, and he has been practicing for 15 years. He used certificate of his
Wow.
dead friend. His friend happened to be a medical doctor, a medical that just, okay, a medical student that graduated as a doctor anyway and died shortly after his induction. And this friend, the roommate, took the certificate and was practicing with it. The big question is, how was he able to practice with that certificate for 15 years?
The question is,
People
what is
have
he
a
even
body.
practicing? What was he practicing for
Exactly.
15 years?
Exactly. What was it? What would it be? In fact, somebody come to you, you are not a doctor. How can you treat the person?
I mean,
Exactly.
they
What was he
questioned him.
practicing?
Yes, when he was questioned, he talked about him going online to search for if a patient comes to him, he quickly go online to check the symptoms and just start giving them drugs, prescribing drugs for them.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, that is putting people's life in
That's
danger. This
inhumane.
is serious. He have his own hospital. You know this small kind of hospital.
Mm.
I mean, we need to be very careful. We need to be very careful. Things are happening
Very careful. Yes,
because
things are
if somebody
happening.
can use other person's a dead man's certificate and use it for 15 years, I mean, I don't know. This is another case you just made mention of now.
Exactly. Eh? Anyway, let's just finish the Guardian before we wrap the show. I have some more news there,
And
right?
this says this is coming from the Lagos government. It says Lekki corridor meant for farming, not housing. That's from Sanwo-Olu. That's on page 7. Then here we have FG certifies Tinubu fit, explains absence, and that's on page 3. UBA's profit hits 142.5 billion naira in quarter 1 2024, and that's on page 3. We have petrol prices to rise as FG struggles to sustain supply, and that's on page 2. APC OK's Assembly's plot to impeach Fubara,
Can you
and
imagine?
that's on page 29.
Can you imagine? PDP,
Yeah.
shame on you. Anyway, we're gonna look at let's take a look at what just a little of this one, then we'll close the show. The Lagos State government can justify why they are destroying beautiful homes, houses built by Nigerians, right? Now for some
Yeah.
illegal uh, reasons, which I can understand. But I always ask, how is that in the interest of the society? These houses are already there, all right? If
Yes.
you're looking for a place to farm, they're saying it's a farmland. Don't you have enough place to farm in Lagos? You understand? If they've used this place, you can impose more tariff on them for the houses to be maintained to a particular structure, and you change plans, and then let us you
Exactly.
stop it from now on. But destroying this beautiful work of Nigeria, it's highly in the interest of the
It's
society,
terrible. It's very terrible.
and
And
they
there's
justify
it
it.
has
They
no,
say,
I don't think it has any economic importance to us.
"Thank you,
Because
thank you."
even
Yes.
after the destruction, there's not going to the farming he's talking about, I'm not sure they are going to kickstart farming on those lands.
No, they're
I'm
not.
not sure.
They're not.
No.
We know
So
they're not.
so
We know
why?
they're
Why
not.
just
We know they are not.
yes.
They're
And
just trying to get at somebody. I think that is just the way I see it. They are witch hunting somebody
yes,
somewhere.
somebody don't do something. Maybe like Fubara. In fact, Fubara, when you know we hunt Wiki, you still get power now. That
If
you don't
if
matter. Eh?
Edo governor can demolish a whole building all
Eh,
because his deputy offended him, that is a waste on taxpayers' money. In
thank
as
you.
much as he has done well in some
Yeah,
areas, so
exactly.
when they demolish people a
To waste
building
my time to even
to
put that
pay,
one on my television. God said that
you
they
people will
destroy
still pay
states
for
when
it.
no, which is of no economic value. The favor said it all.
Yes.
Of what economic value is it for the state? Is that your job? We're saying you've not been able to make money. Oh, to destroy somebody's house is what you make money. I see.
I
In the
mean,
interest of the environment.
you
Environment,
just
go
see
ahead.
them, they demolish, even especially in Lagos, they demolish marketplaces. Like they'll tell you, okay, it's owned by the government wants to use it to do this, wants to use it to do that. They will demolish the market, rebuild it, and now bring it at in a more expensive amount for the people. And at the end of the day, the people like you and I can no longer afford it. That is the problem. Look at Joshua Market. They did the same thing there. Said, okay, we want to rebuild. And if the people refuse to go, suddenly there'll just be fire outbreak. You cannot uh,
Stop.
ascertain how the fire come about. You just suddenly said there's fire outbreak, burn down the whole places. I'm not saying it is the government. I don't know how that happens, but
Yeah, of
most times that
course.
is what happens.
That's what
The market
happens.
will just you just see fire
Fire will not enter the market. There is
somehow,
God.
somehow.
Oh,
Fire will
Yes.
just
now only you come. There is God. Oh,
imaginary fire somewhere. They say it's an electric cable, there's a contact somewhere, it's a transformer,
there is God.
and
Oh,
government
those
will
of
tell you, don't
power,
worry, we will rebuild
power.
it.
People in power. There is God. Oh, what I love about
As soon
this
as
thing.
they rebuild the market for the people, they can no longer afford it. So I'm not
And
saying it's government that sets the market on fire.
no, we
Nobody,
didn't say
I'm not
so.
saying that, but
We didn't say so.
fire will
We didn't say
just
so. We
emanate
only say
from
there is
somewhere.
God. There is God. You know, there is God. It's not me that said it in process. It's not Mr. Jonathan. He said there is God. Oh, anyway, that's a good place to wrap the show today. It's been a wonderful time with you young people. Nigeria, we're moving forward. Like I said, we're no more where we used to be. We are better off, and we're going to be better off as we move on. All right. And
Yes.
as we pray for a new Nigeria, we need to work towards a new Nigeria. And the new Nigeria is, like I beg, is let us begin to look at our leaders carefully. Let us, even in our own, set a standard for how we want to be governed. And the
Yes.
govern is not the kind of road they use our money they collect from Abuja to construct. but the amount of wealth or the amount of company or the amount of impact, the economic value, whatever they do with their money is. I won't even use the word wealth. What's the economic value of what you're doing? How can you run the state for 8 years, Wiki? Today, River State is not benefiting anything from your time in office. Okowa, you run Delta State for 8 years. Today, there's nothing you put on the ground that is bringing more money to Delta State. If the federal government does not release money to Delta State in 1 month, they are hungry. The same with Edo. How can it be? How long are we going to continue like this? I want to remind people that during the time of when Baba, you were governor of Lagos State. When you had problem with Obasanjo, you were running the affairs of Lagos State without the money coming from the federal government. You did it. So that sense you use in creating wealth for Lagos, use it to create wealth for Nigeria. If you sit down in that place and we don't make money, Baba, me, I go neck you. Me and Baba will go settle on. But I've still leave Baba first. But Baba, you started wrongly. But let's hope it's not too late. Let's hope you're going to create wealth now, not tomorrow, Baba, because my patience is running dry. Now, let's start to make money. Let's look at other areas where Nigeria can make money. Be particular about agriculture. Be involved. You understand? You can be. Bring out our gold. Let Nigeria begin to make money and pay every Nigerian 1 million naira. It's too small. Look at what is 1 million naira. It's not even up to $1,000. It's not an acceptable wage anywhere in the world. God has blessed our land. So bless us. Like I use the word, it is wrong, sir, for us to be poor people living in a rich nation. We want to be rich people living in this rich nation. That's what we want.
I also want one adage. It is wrong for us to be hungry in Kenya.
All right. That's a big word. That's my girl. So, that's where we say goodbye for this edition of Wake Up Nigeria. I hope you've got the message. Nigerians, let's get the message as well. We decide who rules us. Election is around the corner. Look at what they say. Check who and who is going to be controlled. Look at Obaseki is facing one problem now because he refused to listen to the old men who were there. They're telling him, listen, we own the party. Now you get the party. You understand? And the question I said to them, of what interest for us when you're an Obaseki fight? It's only when you're telling us what Obaseki is doing wrong that we need to correct so that we all help him to do better. It's not to say how your appointment didn't come to you and your family or how you didn't get the contract. Are you a contractor? Do you even know what to do? Will you implement the contract? Some of them will take this money and will not do anything. I have similar cases in the super deck. We need to stop the practice. We don't need it. So let's see you guys tomorrow. It's a wonderful day. Thank you for this morning edition of the show. And let's go and face the fight of the remaining day. I have a battle to deal with right here as well. So that's why I say goodbye and God bless you all.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than SRTV Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. SRTV goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your SRTV Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-708273.
At SRTV Film Academy, our students are not just learners. Through our comprehensive programs and hand-on trainings, they are transformed into confident and skilled professionals ready to face the world of filmmaking and journalism. We offer a range of courses from film acting to cinematography, costume and makeup design, special effects, script writing, directing, and lots more. Take the first step to unleashing your potentials on the big screen. Do well to register with us today. Remember, there is always a professional way to doing everything.
Acting is my true passion. I can't wait
to dive into the beautiful world of character interpretations. The ability to step into someone else's shoes, feel what they feel, bring their stories to life is an exhilarating experience for me. SRTV Film Academy has a comprehensive curriculum that will help me refine my acting skills, explore different acting techniques, and of course, help me find my unique voice as an actor. I am so ready to take on any role, embrace any challenge, and make my impact in the world of film.
Cinematography has always fascinated me, and I am thrilled to be able to hone my skill at SRTV Film Academy, and I can already envision myself behind camera capturing electrifying, breathtaking shots that will leave the audience in awe. Yeah, for real.
Being a part of SRTV Film Academy means I get to take my love for makeup to a whole new level. Special effects makeup is like magic, I tell you. Allow me to create scars, wounds, and fantastic creatures. I can't wait to learn to use the art of prosthetic to create imaginary world. And all hands on deck and guidance from professionals at SRTV Film Academy will help refine my skill and turn my passion into a career. I'm eager to unleash my creativity and make a lasting impression in the world of film and television.
As someone who is passionate about reporting and journalism, I am more than thrilled to be part of this prestigious academy. I can't wait to learn how to effectively communicate or engage with viewers through reporting and storytelling.
SRTV